Uh, I told him since we were in California, I said,
Are we on? What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Matthew Shack with the homie right here, bro. One of the greatest Raider fans of all time, man. Major Raider in the building. We at the retreat. Okay, at the official Major Raider retreat here in Las Vegas. Man, welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered, man. We are here chilling, man. We out here hanging out, man. As you can see, man, we got to show you around, man. You talk about a Raider heaven. This gentleman right here invited me and my family over here. And we are over here, dog, and we are talking Raider business, having great barbecue chicken. We're having nice drinks, and we're just talking it up, chopping it up, man. So first things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation and the Raider Nation. As you can see right there, Major Raider in the building. You know what I'm saying? Run the likes up for you boys. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip your bartender. A living legend, bruh. A real living legend, dog. Okay? Like I said before, man, we boots to the ground over here, dog. I'm going to have him walk around, show you how real Raiders live, man. This place is an absolute Shangri-La when it comes to the silver and black. As a matter of fact, on a good day, we can just look out and see the facility from here. Ain't that right?
well, we used to be able to see the facility, but they built this monstrosity over here, and now it's blocking my view.
Okay.
But you know what? It's all good. I had it for 5 years, and it's great. I love it here.
Okay, we're going to show you around. I'm just going to flip the camera on him, man, but we over here doing real Raider business, okay? Real Raider business. Let me show you around. Let him show you around, man. Major Raider, man. Sure, I need to let them say. First things first, man. Do y'all got one of these at your house, bro? Do you got this? Because if you don't got this, bro, it's letting everybody know. Like, don't come over here in no ketchup and mustard uniforms. Don't come over here in no Orange Crush uniforms. Don't come over here in no bolts up. Don't come over here in no Patriot stuff. You better know what you're doing. Okay, straight up. All right. Here we go, man. Tell the stories about these things right here. You want to start with this one?
Okay.
Okay.
This sign right here, and the one over there that says Raiders sold out, these were actually signs that they used at the ticket office at the LA Sports Arena. And right when they got ready to demolish it to build a soccer stadium, I got called by the lady who used to hire me to work security there that these signs were available, and she wanted to know if I wanted them. I drove my happy butt from Long Beach all the way to LA to pick up these signs, and now they're hanging on my wall here in Las Vegas.
So what you're seeing is the official signs that were at the LA Coliseum, because AE used to work there, you know what I'm saying? When they got rid of them, they called him and said, can you come pick these up? All right. So this right here is authentic, bro. This is the real deal. Y'all ain't understand it. Okay. As you can see, and here's the other one. All right. So we're going to keep showing you the tour. As you can see, the flag is waving. All right. Keep going, showing what else is going on around here. Nice pool. Okay. You know what I'm saying? This is Raider heaven right here. This is what you do when you live like a Raider. Okay. All right. As you can see. Okay. This is called the Team Ellis Raider Resort. Okay. This is the official name of this beautiful spot right here. As you can see. Okay, as you can see, all right, straight up, bro. We're gonna show you around. We're gonna go inside now. All right, like I said, man, and thank you, AE. We're gonna go over here. Let me show y'all what else is going on. Like I said, everything is Raidered up. Tell me a story about this license plate right here.
This license plate is the first license plate that I had when I moved to Las Vegas. The TMLES actually stands for Team Ellis.
Okay.
That's me. That's what my wife and I are known as, Team Ellis.
And you can see we're on Raider Way. And you can hold on, man. Y'all can't see because of the sun. Let me just walk down here, bro. Okay. You can put like a little green down here, a little golf course down here. Okay. Like I said, man, you know. Okay. Just know where you at. Just understand where you are, bro. Okay. Straight up. All right. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, take y'all everywhere. Turn these likes up. Let's get these likes up, you guys. Let's get these likes up. Okay, we're gonna go in the house now. Okay. All right. Okay, there's a family in here. Okay. Say hello to everybody. Hello. This is the matriarch right here. Okay, as you can see, family. And he just made these boys. Chicken was cracking. You don't even understand. And the fried rice. Okay, I'll show you around up in here. Raider heaven in here. It's Raider heaven. Okay, we about to go upstairs. And once our humble host, like I said, for Major Raider, one of only 3 Raider fans whose face is on the program. That would be him, Big Brother Violator, and Gorilla Rilla. That's it. Nobody else. That's it. Okay.
This
wow.
is my Raider room. It speaks for itself.
Raider room, bro. That's Rod Martin, the homie Rod Martin. Okay, with them interceptions that he got in Super Bowl 15. As you can see, he's had a lot of guests at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Boat cruise. There it is with Hammer, Bay Area, the building. There's a wife with the MD. There's Joe right there. My favorite Raider of all time right here. The GOAT himself, Marcus Allen. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. And of course, fight on USC. As y'all can see outside. Come on, man. Come on. Can you imagine watching the game up here, you guys? Can you imagine watching the game up here? Come on, bro. Got the judge. Oh, this autographed by the judge. Oh, yeah. See the judge? See the judge who should be in the Hall of Fame, who they're hating on? Come on, bro. Yeah, that's Vince. There's Vince right there. Vincent, Edward Bo Jackson, Rod Martin. Look at that. Look at that right there.
This is the night at my retirement party that Rod gave me that jersey.
Yeah, Rod Martin. Him and Rod Martin are very close friends. Very close friends. I used to have these Sports Illustrated. That's incredible. I had all 3 of these, man. This one, this one, this one. I'm just trying to show you guys, man. Look, man. Everywhere you sit, it's us. Everywhere you sit is us, bro. This is what you do, man. None of this bandwagon stuff, bro. None of that. Okay, as you can see, everything is just all nice. Raider roomed up. All Wheaties box. More Raider greats, you know. There he is right there. That's the game day program. Hey, dog, I don't know where mine is. You're going to have to give me another one of those, okay? I don't know where I put it at. All right, look, that's the one that he had this year. Here's the Hall of Fame numbers, as you can see. Hopefully we'll have some new ones. I'm sure 98 will be up there. Well, we don't retire numbers, but, you know, we'll be the representation, I should say. Okay? There's a rendering of the stadium. And as you can see, man, everything is Raidered up. Okay?
Except for that's a Dodger wall.
Yeah, it's Dodgers. It's your Dodger fans, y'all in the house. Okay, here's another one of the rooms in here. Room, it's still the Death Star, bro, where dreams go to die. You know what I'm saying? It's themed up the whole. It's like being at the M Resort, man. Look at all of this, man. Even when you charge your phone, it's got to be about the Raiders. If you ain't a Raider fan, your phone ain't gonna charge if you put it on here. Okay, there goes the GOAT right there, John Madden. You look at these right here. Okay, look at these pictures. Look beautiful, man. Rod right here. You know, autograph. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, great friends. This is beautiful, man. This is a dream right here, dog. Yeah, man, and that's it, man. Go back outside and chop it up with you guys, man. But hey, man, don't tell me. Come on, bro. And the brand new Brock Bowers, of course. Hey, let me see what shirt you got on right quick. They show you what AE got on, just to let you know he's representing. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come on, dog. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's Unfiltered Nation all the time. All the time. Everything is color coordinated in here. There's just Raider everywhere, bro. I mean, it's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, show all of this. Throw towel, blankets. All of this. Like I said, come on, man. Look at it right here. Woo, there he is right there, man. Like I said, one of the GOATs. All right. Yeah, this is the program that he got me. I don't know where my son might have moved it, but I'm going to get another one. Don't worry about it. I'm getting another one. Okay. Oh, you thought we was done? We're not done. Here's another room. Hey, up there with Marcus. I got to meet Marcus, man. That's my
That's
goat.
the actual picture.
That's my goat. I got to meet Marcus, man. That's my goat right there. Yeah, as you can see, man, all the rooms are all themed out. So, you know, if you want to come over and spend $1,000 a night, you can stay at the facility. You know what I'm saying? Over here at the resort. Look at that, man. Look. Can you imagine, man, watching us winning a Super Bowl if we ain't there? Very, very nice. Very, very nice, bro. Okay, go back outside. Like I said, and make sure you wipe your feet. You know, when you wipe your feet up in here, you know, make sure you're gonna wipe your feet so it's gonna be nice and clean. You know what I'm saying? Okay, just beautiful, bro. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. See the wind out here. I mean, if you know, even the trash cans is themed out. There's no. What?
Ice chest.
Come on, the ice chest, bro. Like, all right, come on, you guys, really? So yeah, man, don't say we didn't take you nowhere, man. This is a privilege, man. Okay, all you guys put a 1 in the chat for Major Raider, man, for allowing us to see his house, man. That's personal, bro. He don't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. I didn't have to go live either. Okay, so I'm gonna let him, you know, give you guys. I'm gonna ask him a couple questions. You know, let's see if you guys got any good questions y'all want to ask a GOAT Raider fan. I mean, I'm moving up the ranks. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting up there, but they're ahead of me. But I'm climbing. All right. So let me see if y'all got any good questions. Anything you may want to ask. I'm gonna ask him a couple of questions, and you know, we're gonna make this about him and the hospitality that he's given me and my family. Totally appreciate it. You know, so I'm definitely gonna ask him a couple questions. So, AE, let me ask you a couple things about what's going on with our team. Let's get you in the sun a little bit, bro. Okay, you know, we dark skinned. Okay, us dark skinned, bro. We got to get a little bit of light. All right.
There you go.
That's a little bit better. All right. So, I'm going to ask you off camera. So, right now, man, with our situation with Geno Smith, do you think that he's the guy for us, or do you think we really need to draft a quarterback, or what's your feeling on our offense as far as our quarterback situation?
Well, from what I've seen over the years, the main thing we need is some consistency.
Right.
Okay, but once we get the consistency, if we've got a quarterback that we can have confidence in, that can do the job, we need an offensive line that's going to allow him to do what he needs to do.
Okay.
And if that can happen with what we got now, great. But if we're going to go for the future, by all means, let's get us another quarterback who can work right into with the system that we've got in place.
Okay.
And then once that happens, we're off and running.
Do you have anybody that you would favor in regards to that?
At this point, man, I just want to win.
Sounds like me. See, as OGs, we don't care about all that stuff, y'all gentees and all that. We just want to win. Go ahead, AE. Let them know what it is.
Just win, baby.
That's it, man. That's it. All right. So how do you feel about what Pete Carroll's going to bring to the table as far as being the coach? You know, we've had 3 coaches in 3 consecutive years. How do you think that this is going to pan out? You think he's going to be able to survive or what?
Well, you know, when Pete was was coaching for USC, I was working those games.
Oh, wow. So, okay.
So I know about Pete.
Okay.
When he left SC, I was a Seahawks fan because of Pete.
Right.
But now that we got him,
right.
Man, sky's the limit.
Right.
I'm waiting to see what's going to happen.
Right.
In fact, I'll be at the draft party next week.
Nice.
I will be there the first day. Then I got to hit to California right afterwards.
Okay.
But I'll be at the first day of the draft party, and I'm just wanting to see who we're going to pick.
Okay.
And once we get them, let's get to work. They're already starting to work.
Right.
I mean, the whole attitude of the team has changed.
Right. So in regards to Pete, man, because, you know, I'm an SC fan too, do you think he's going to be able to, bring his defensive ideology to our team and you know, try to build something like he did with the Legion of Boom and what he did with us, with the Trojans? You think he's going to be able to do that, or you think he's going to need a few more years to try to acquire what he needs?
I think the guys that we have on defense now and the ones that we're going to get will buy in right away.
Okay.
And if he can change that culture that quickly, oh man, we'll start having home field advantage again.
Right.
And that's what we need.
Right.
We really need that, because I ain't gonna lie, man, it sucks seeing other teams out cheer us in our own stadium.
Absolutely.
It's not fun at all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now you're a club seat so his club seats. That's the way you need to be at. Okay, I've only been in there on a tour. All right, where he's at is where they serve the tomahawk steaks and all of that kind of stuff.
Let me correct him right now.
That's where the tomahawk steaks.
No,
is at.
the tomahawk steaks are in the Jerry Jones VIP section.
Okay,
that's not my section.
Okay, but they got some prime rib in there.
But
where
the
he's
food
at.
is good in my section.
Okay,
it is good.
He ain't eat no nachos in there. I tell you that. Okay, So in regards to being a season ticket holder, man, you still got to do the PSLs. You still on PSLs right now?
No, once you pay the PSL, your only obligation is to buy your tickets every season.
Okay.
So I got to put out, this year I put out 9,000.
Okay.
Next year it'll probably be the same or a little bit more.
Okay.
But that's something you always have to pay. You always got to buy your tickets.
Yeah, of course, I understand that.
Yeah.
So in regards to that, people that are in your area, because since you've been there since its inception, since 2020, right? So you guys know each other. Everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
What is their, when you guys were there last year, what was your, everybody's feel on what was happening on that field, around your section? What were they kind of saying in regards to things?
Well, one thing about where I sit, you know who the diehard fans are, because the diehard fans are there every game,
right?
No matter what.
Right. You hear that? They ain't selling their tickets. But go on.
Exactly.
Go on.
But
go on.
But everybody else who's there for the opportunity or the just want to make it a money thing.
The experience.
Yeah. They sell their tickets all the time.
Okay.
So there's usually people that are different sitting around us a lot.
Okay.
Except for myself. Napoleon McCallum. Napoleon sits about 4 rows ahead of me.
Talking about Napoleon McCallum.
And he's got a block of seats.
Okay.
But if he's not in his seat, somebody from his family
is in his seat. Got you.
And because he's an alumni player, so
right.
he's working sometimes.
Right.
And then also JT the Brick.
Okay.
He sits like 4 rows, two rows behind me.
JT the Brick sits behind Major Raider. Just to let you know that. Okay, salute to you, Brick. This is the man right here. But go ahead.
But he sits behind me, and of course, when he's not sitting in his seat, his wife or some of his friends are sitting in his seats. But those are the regular people that I know. And I have a friend named Natalie Speeder.
Okay.
Who stays with us during the season.
Nice.
And her seats are right in front of ours.
Okay.
So other than those people, everybody else is kind of
a mixture of who
bought the tickets.
Right. Okay.
But you if you're a regular and you come to the games all the time, you know who the regular seat holders are.
Okay.
And then when there's somebody different, they sold their seats.
Right.
But that never happened with me.
Right.
We're at every game.
Right. Absolutely.
We don't miss games.
Absolutely.
Unless it's a medical emergency.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no medical emergencies. Sure, they're gonna wheel us in. You know what I'm saying? On a wheelchair, it's still going down. Who's your favorite Raider of all time? These are my questions. Who's your favorite Raider of all time?
Oh man, I gotta go with Rod Martin, man. I've known him the longest. But other than Rod, I would have to say, God, man. There's a lot of them because everyone there's at least 1, 2, 3, at least 4 former Raiders that's been in my house.
Okay, name them.
Jeff Barnes.
Yep.
Rod Martin. Napoleon McCallum. Daryl Bird. Those are the 4 right now. There was one other guy, but I didn't get his name before he left.
Okay.
But he came the same time that Bird and Jeff were here for Anitha Barnes' birthday. We threw Anitha Barnes a surprise birthday party.
Oh, wonderful.
A couple of years ago.
Okay.
And she brought a bunch of people with her, and they were all former Raider players.
Okay, so you might have had a bunch of people that you didn't even know was in there.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
But other than that, Reggie Kinlaw has had an open invitation.
Reggie Kinlaw!
he's had an open invitation to come and visit with us.
Yes, Reggie Kinlaw, boy. Y'all got it. That's OG. That's for us OGs, man.
Mike Davis's widow.
Mike Davis.
Mary.
Yeah, okay.
She's here in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
and she's
rest in peace, Mike Davis.
She's had a open invitation to come and hang out with us. Somebody you haven't probably heard a lot about, but Justin, you know who Justin Vargas is,
Of
right?
course, Justin Vargas. Yeah, man.
Well,
Huggy Bear's son.
Huggy Bear's son.
Yeah, USC.
Well, Huggy
That's
Bear
Trojan.
has had an open invitation to come and hang out
Antonio
with us as well.
Fargas. Antonio Fargas.
Fargas.
Justin Fargas was a monster when he was playing for us, dog.
Yep.
Okay. If it wasn't for injuries, he would have played a lot longer.
Yep. Let's see who else. And Henry Lawrence. I just got acquainted with Henry Lawrence on the last cruise, the Raider fan cruise, and my wife met his girlfriend, Brenda, and they have an open invitation to come and hang out with us. Also, hopefully, we'll see them this season.
See, like I said, man, they're like real Raiders come here, dog. Like you said, this is the Team Ellis Raider Resort. As you can see, it's very nice, man, and the food is excellent, and the drinks are flowing, bro. Trust and believe, the drinks are flowing. A few more questions, and I'm gonna pass it on to the audience, because it's my time to ask questions. So you started in the LA Coliseum. What was your most memorable game that you witnessed inside the LA Coliseum?
There's at least two games. The first game was when Bo Jackson hit that end around and
against the Bengals.
Yeah.
Against the Bengals, the 92-yarder.
I was up in section. I was up near Tunnel 3, near the top of the stadium, when he hit that run, and right when he hit the line, I told my partner, I said, "Watch the left side," and Bo went right around and went all the way to the end zone.
That's that 17 Bob Trejo. If you guys don't know the play, that's the play. Okay, and what was the next one?
The last one was probably the last game of the season. It was against the Broncos. And that was the game before they got ready to move back to Oakland.
Okay.
And that one was memorable because I was having a conversation with the event staff, a guy for the event staff.
Okay.
And next thing I know, he's looking past me, and I just threw my head up in the air. I went, "Oh my God, somebody's on the field." I turned around and looked, and sure enough, some guy had jumped over the fence and was running out towards the field. I hurdled the fence.
Okay.
Knocked off my hat, and I was in a dead sprint. And I'm gaining on this guy.
Right.
And I'm getting ready to make contact with him. I'm like, I'm gonna knock this guy's
right.
But then I realized this is a nationally televised game.
Couldn't do it.
I'm not gonna hit this guy because he didn't see me coming.
Right.
And right at the last minute, he realized I was there and ducked, and I just wrapped him up and took him into custody.
Nice. Yeah, you have to see somebody get stuck for real. Okay?
Oh, he was gonna get stuck.
Okay, straight up, man. I'm gonna give you guys a chance to answer some questions. I'm gonna turn around this way. I'm gonna let y'all, hopefully you guys got some good questions, man. But like I said before, man, we're here, bro. This is some beauty out here. We're having a good time. I'm gonna answer some of you guys' questions and let him put him on. There he is right there. There's the man, the myth, the legend right there. I have one other question. How did you guys get chose to have your faces on the game day programs for
programming the ticket?
Yeah.
Well, it started out, believe it or not, 2 years ago. My ticket rep, Anwar Lacey, called me up, and they said he wanted some players, some fans to come down and do this promotion for Only One Nation.
Okay.
It was the Only One Nation promotion.
Okay.
So I've thought about I was trying to think about what I was going to wear to this photo shoot. I said, you know what? I'm going to wear my little uniform.
Right.
So I threw it on and went down to the headquarters. And as soon as I walked in, the photographer loved what I had on.
Okay.
It was different. He had never seen anything like it. And I think he spent more time with me during that shoot than probably anybody else.
Okay.
He took a lot of pictures.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of pictures.
Okay.
And then I walked out, and that was it.
Okay.
I didn't know when they were going to display it or how they were going to display it.
Okay.
And I didn't see it until the last game of that season, when they put us up on the big screen. And I'm like, oh, those are all the people that did the promotion. And then I saw myself. I went, oh shit, I made the cut.
Right.
And so that was cool.
Okay.
The following year, I get another call from the Raiders organization. and the young lady that I spoke with said, we're going to do this new promotion coming up, and this is a picture that we're going to use. Do you mind doing a small bio?
Okay.
So I said, sure. I said, in fact, I was actually working on it.
Okay.
For some reason, something told me to just do a little small bio.
That was the Shield telling you to do that. That was the Shield.
So I had already worked on the bio, and I was telling her what I used to do.
Right.
And I said, let me email what I wrote up. She said, oh, great. I sent it to her. So come the time when we're getting ready to they're getting ready to mail out our tickets to the season ticket holders.
Right.
Apparently, everybody except the people that live in Las Vegas got theirs first.
Wow.
That morning.
Right.
So I get a text message from my friend Natalie who lives in California. She says, Tony, you've been holding out on us or what? I went, what are you talking about? Then my friend in Texas sends me a picture of the ticket.
Wow.
I was like, okay. I knew something was coming, but I didn't see this coming.
You're on the actual ticket.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And so
That's crazy.
So once I found that out, we go to the first preseason game, and of course Ice Cube is on the ticket.
Yeah.
And he's on the book.
Right.
And then the next game, the next home game, somebody else from Raider Nation is on the ticket, and they're on the book.
That would be Violator. Violator was on there on ticket and the book.
And so I went, okay, I'm putting two and two together now.
Right.
So I guess I'm going to be on the book too.
Right.
And sure enough, that particular day was November 24th of 2024. I wore my uniform that day to the game because it was my game.
Right.
I'm on the ticket.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I usually do in the Twitch lounge. I'm just kicking back, waiting for the game to start.
Nice.
My wife noticed that everybody was walking in. They were looking at the book and looking at me and looking at the book.
Right.
And so she saw this little boy doing that. And she gets up and goes over and says, would you like a picture with him? And he said, yeah.
That's dope.
Next thing I know, I'm taking pictures, I'm signing autographs, and
Legend was born.
One lady even tipped me $100 bill.
Heck yeah, I'll take that money.
For signing an autograph.
That's what I would do too.
I was like, okay.
Right.
That's how it started.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Like I said, man, this is one of the greatest Raider fans of all time. So we're gonna open it up to questions. You guys got some good questions. I'll read them. Okay. All right, we're going to start at the beginning, man. But like I said, man, this is exclusive, man. We're chilling. As you can see, the flag in the background. Look at the flag, half-mast right now. It's perfect. It's right in the shot for a reason. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see what you guys got, man. What's good to all you guys? I'm going to shoot the entire chat. Salute to all. Hey, what's going on, Sarah? Okay, yeah, man, you guys got to go ahead and handle that. Handle that right quick. Let me read you guys' questions. Get these likes up. Like I said before, bro, your boy taking care of business. Okay? And then that flag is just like the American flag. Don't never touch the ground, bro. Don't never touch the ground. Straight up. All right, let me see what kind of questions you guys got. What's up with all you guys, man? Salute to all you guys in here. Okay, yeah, man. Show you guys around, man. Hey, man, we're certified over here. And he is a member. He is a member. Look at his socks, bro. Come on, bro. Look at his socks. Look at the brother's socks, man. He is a member on this channel as well, bro. Okay. Yeah, man. Straight up, man. Peace and blessings, everybody. What's going on, all y'all? I see all you guys on here. All right. My boy Ed Cuts in the house, okay? He comes from a Raider family, all right? He said, how many jerseys do you have? And what jerseys do you have?
Believe it or not, I only have...
Excuse me, my bad.
I only have 2 jerseys. Okay. I have Rod Martin's jersey that I don't wear anymore, but I have his number. And I have the first jersey I ever bought, which was a white away jersey for Lester Hayes. Oh, I do have one other jersey, and it's 52 Max.
Oh, Khalil Max?
Jersey.
Okay.
It was the Rush jersey, the white Rush jersey.
Right, straight up. Okay.
And everything else, it's just Raider gear. I have a lot of Raider gear.
As you can see, man, and you already saw that he has the unfiltered gear, man. When I met him at the stadium, he came over. First time I met Major Raider, I was there at the game with Whittington Thomas, and we was in our section, and he knew I was there, and he texted me, he said, man, I'm going to come over and see you. I didn't know where he was coming from. He had on the unfiltered merch, man. He had on the same shirt right now. Okay, that's what he had on, bro. So he's representing, bro. He was wearing it, and I'm like, man, that's how you do it. Okay, straight up, love it. All right, man. We got a question here, man. It says, which Raider team was your favorite?
Which Raider team?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, there's so many. I would have to say.
That's from P Dog. Go ahead.
The one from the Marcus was on when we won the Super Bowl.
Okay, so 83, the 83 Super Bowl, man. Super Bowl 18. Yeah, that's my favorite too, man. Okay. My boy D Bernie, what's up? D Bernie says his Reggie Kinlaw's son is his boy. He's one of his boys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time with Reggie on the last cruise.
Yeah. So tell him about the Raider cruises that you've been on. He went to 2 Raider cruises back to back. Him and his wife. I guess it was a week long. So he's there for 2 weeks straight or something like that.
The first cruise was like 4 days.
Okay.
And then the second cruise was 7 days.
Okay.
The first cruise was a charity cruise. In fact, Jeff Barnes puts on a charity cruise every year to raise money for different charities.
Okay.
The one that we went on recently was the 10th annual. They are already advertising for the 11th annual Raider Legends Cruise for a Cause. That's what it's called.
Is it a website?
You can go to a website on Facebook.
Okay.
It's called Raider. It's the 11th annual Raider Legends Cruise for a Cause.
Can you give them an idea what it entails? Like, what do you get in that cruise? Like,
they go to. They give you like merchandise that they have set up just for that cruise, cups and
there's Raider Legends on there as well.
Raider Legends on. In fact, it's usually Jeff Barnes, Jerry Robinson, Frank Hawkins, and Mervyn Fernandez and Kenny King.
Remember Swerving Mervyn Fernandez? But those are that are real OGs. Okay.
Those are they've been on this cruise now I would say the last 3 times I've gone. Once upon a time, Rod was part of that same group.
Okay.
Rod hasn't been on the cruise for a couple of years now.
Okay. All right. And Rod Martin is one of his closest friends, man. You all know 53, man. Another guy that should be in the Hall of Fame. Let me ask you, what do you think about all these Raiders that should be in the Hall of Fame, like the Judge and people like that should be in the Hall of Fame and they're not in the Hall of Fame, man? Plunkett.
Raider bias is very real. It's a very real thing. That's all I can say about it.
Yeah.
It's very real. And you can tell.
Right.
Because these guys, the Raider players that aren't in the Hall of Fame, they are players that the Raider players that are not in the Hall of Fame have better records than some of the guys that are in there.
Right.
At the same position.
Right.
So that tells you right there that the bias is real.
Right. Absolutely. Okay. Got a couple more questions in here, man. My boy D Bernie says, what player do you think is going to make the biggest jump next season?
The biggest jump. A player that we've already have, or somebody coming in?
Somebody, probably a player we already have.
Oh, Palomar.
There you go, Isaiah.
Palomar.
That's SC. See the SC's coming through, man. That SC. See, look, come on, bro. That SC coming through, man. That's a SC alumni right there. Okay, straight up, man. All right, man. All right, King Ed says, what's your thoughts on this Raider team's front office? New coach Pete Carroll, Spytech, and what they've done so far. How do you feel about it?
I can't really judge them right now. I got to see the results, particularly after the draft. Once they get through the draft, and ask me that question after OTAs, after training camp.
Okay.
Then I get to give you a better answer.
Okay.
Right now, I'm just totally optimistic like everybody else.
Right. Okay. All right. Okay. They really happy about my boy Bill Holloway says Swerving Mervyn Hernandez sounds A-State. That's right. That's right in the building.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, man. Okay. Somebody's talking about Malcolm Kuntz. How you feel about Kuntz being re-signed? Some of these re-signings.
I love the fact the ones that they were able to re-sign. Yeah. I love it. Okay. The ones that they were not able to re-sign or neglected to re-sign, I feel really sad about.
Who do you feel the worst about losing the most? Spillane. I keep trying to tell you fools out there. Oh, Robert Spillane. See, we get all these people, all these casual Raider fans coming in there telling me Robert Spillane wasn't that good. He wasn't that good.
You know what?
Come on, man.
They had a Christmas celebration at the Las Vegas ballpark in December, and my wife and I went to it. And right after we parked, we were walking towards the facility, and I noticed a guy with his wife and a little baby walking to their car, and we both kind of looked at each other. And then I realized I went to mom and said, "Babe, that was Spillane."
Right.
But no, we should have kept him.
Right.
I mean, there was a lot of guys I think we should have kept.
Can you name some of the people you think we should have kept and why? Put your questions together, you guys. This is a chance for you guys to ask Major Raiders some major questions.
Mooring, and what was the other guy in the other? Oh, even before that, Malik.
Yeah. Man.
Amik?
Yeah, Amik Robinson. Amik Robinson.
We definitely should have kept him.
Right.
But you know what? That was McDummy's fault.
Yeah, you see McDummy, see us with McDummy straight up. Okay, straight up, man. Okay, we read some more of you guys' questions. Like I said, man, there's a reason why we think the same, bro. I mean, let me ask you a question about this, man. We don't try to beat up on the younger Raider fans. I always look at myself as the big uncle. What do you think is the biggest difference between us OGs and the younger Raider fans, or the fans that have not had the opportunity to see us win anything? What do you think is the biggest disconnect between why we don't seem to see eye to eye?
The loyalty.
Right.
The fact that we have 3 rings.
Right.
Or 2 rings.
Right. Or 1.
Or 1 ring. And the younger ones don't have the patience.
You hear that, y'all? Go ahead, tell them. Preach to them.
You don't have the patience.
Right.
You got to be patient. Look, if I could work in Los Angeles, get on a plane and fly to Oakland and watch Jamarcus Russell lose how many games?
Damn near all of them.
Y'all can wait.
We was 2-14 with Jamarcus Russell. See, they ain't suffer like us. They think they're suffering. They ain't never seen no 2-12, 2-14's Raider team. Straight up.
Man, I was so mad at that one game. It was a Monday night game. I left work. Drove to Long Beach, got on the plane, drove to Oakland, got to the stadium, and watched Jamarcus Russell play so bad, I walked back.
To the airport?
No, I might have well been the airport.
Right.
I walked back to the Oakland Hilton.
Oh, that's far. All the way down Hagenberger. That's far.
I got there in 20 minutes.
You was walking quick.
I was huffing.
Yeah, you was definitely huffing.
Huffing.
That's a haul. You went over 880. See, I'm from the soil. You went over that. Damn, he walked all the way back. You was like, I'm not even.
I was so pissed.
Wow.
I got there in 20 minutes.
Wow. Okay. Straight up, man. All right. Got Steven Gomez. What's up, Steven? Said Major Raider, who do you think the Raiders will draft with the 6th pick of this draft?
Whoever they really want at that position, at that draft position. So let me put it to you this way. Out of the blue, if Shedeur Sanders is at number 6, they're going to take you.
So, there you go. See, what happened? I thought I was the only person that's saying this. Go ahead, big dog.
If he's not there, whoever's the best player that we need that's at that position, they're going to take it. It could be Genty.
Yeah,
that's what everybody's talking about.
Genty.
If he's available at that position, they're going to take him.
Not over Shedeur, though.
Not over Shedeur.
Keep trying to tell y'all that, man. Y'all think I'm the only person saying it, but you'll find out if that's the case. Do you think they have a chance of drafting defense because Pete is a defensive guy?
Who?
Pete's a defensive coach. You think he might draft somebody on defense?
Yeah. Pete liable to do anything.
Right.
You know what's funny about, I listen to you when you most of the time when you're broadcasting live. And what a lot of people, like all these talking heads on TV are saying right now, they think they know what Pete's gonna do. You don't know shit what Pete's gonna do.
There you go. Pete's
no
unpredictable.
Idea. You have no idea. Just like when we all thought he should have handed the ball off to Marshawn.
Yeah, and he didn't.
And he didn't do
it. Right.
Yeah. Everybody was shocked.
That made no sense. Right.
No, it didn't make any sense.
Right.
But I think he's learned his lesson.
I hope he did.
Okay.
I hope he did.
I hope he's learned his lesson.
Okay.
But nobody knows what he's gonna do. We're gonna be totally surprised at the pick that we pick at number 1 come Thursday.
Let me ask you this: you're probably gonna say, who's the worst draft pick that you ever seen us draft?
DeMarcus
I already knew you were gonna say that, man.
DeMarcus Russell.
Already knew it. Already knew it, bro. Already knew it. Man, we could have had Megatron, man. We could have had Calvin Johnson at 3, dog. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy, bro.
You know what, Al, as much as Al Davis is adored and for everything
he
done
made a
with
big
the
mistake.
NFL, that was the biggest mistake he ever made.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Bill, you said something about Jim. I need to know which Jim you're talking about, because you said Jim. I don't know which Jim you're speaking of. I need to put the last name and I'll read your question. Okay. Yeah, you're getting a lot of love on here, man. Please put a 1 in the chat, man. This gentleman got us here. D. Bernie says, can Jeremy Chin be a cornerstone on his defense?
Shit, why not?
He said, why not? Why not? Why not? Okay, wait a minute. Justice, might as well. Might as well. Might as well go get the Brock Bowers hoodie. Might as well. I mean, like I said, might as well. You guys might as well. Okay, straight up, man. All right, man. Let's get it, man. All right, we got some more questions, man. This is cool. Okay. All right, man. All right. Okay, let's see what else you guys are asking. Okay, Justice also ask him about Damon Arnett.
You know what? Damon Arnett is just a fool. He's a young fool.
Young fool.
You know what? Let me tell you another story. I feel such a connection with this team when Henry Ruggs made his mistake.
Yeah.
I was talking to some of the alumni players. I said, guys, you know what? If I could get a situation with the Raiders where they could call me to come and pick them up when they get in a situation like that, 24 hours.
Right.
I would do it.
Right.
I'd do it for free.
Right.
As long as they would keep themselves clean and not get themselves in those situations.
Right.
I would drive anywhere in Las Vegas to pick them up and get them home safe rather than make the mistake that Henry Ruggs did.
Right. Yeah, that was definitely not a good one right there, without question. All these ones, man, a lot of love, man. A lot of love in here, you guys. Appreciate it, man. Okay. All right. Justice I said he remembers you at the Coliseum. Okay.
Does he?
Yeah, people.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, man. Come on, y'all, man. Y'all. If you guys don't love this channel, you need to love it. Okay.
Hey, you know what? I tell you a funny story. Since I'm outside.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, I am acquainted with one LA majorette.
Uh-oh.
And I was so shocked because when I was working the games, I used to admire her all the time.
Right.
But when I met her in person, and I looked at her, I said, "Hey," I said, weren't you the squad leader of Squad 4?
Right.
Which is the tall squad.
Right.
I like the tall ones now.
See, you didn't know Raiderettes had squad numbers. So you didn't know all of that. When over here, you're going to learn these other channels don't know all of that.
Yeah, they have
Okay, don't know
numbers.
that. They don't know the Raiderettes have squad numbers.
Yeah,
they don't know that. All right, go ahead.
Squad 4 is the tall squad.
Right, go
And they
ahead.
get smaller as you get lower.
Yeah, the lower numbers, the shorter they are.
So when I asked her, I said, weren't you the squad leader of Squad 4? She looked at me and said, and you used to work Metro. I went, oh shit, she knows.
Right.
I was shocked, man, blown away.
Yeah,
But she's also local.
Okay.
She lives here in Las Vegas with her and her husband.
Uh-huh.
And she's been invited to the house as well.
Got you. All right, Raider Twan says favorite 24, number 24 out of all of them.
Oh, Willie Brown.
Willie Brown, old man Willie.
Yeah, my wife got a picture with him too.
Yeah, man, rest in peace to old man Willie, man. Old man Willie, without question. Okay. All right, man. Slumlight said, I thought the Raider organization had a service they could call a cab if they drink and the organization pays for it.
They probably do, but you know what? These young guys need to utilize it.
They ain't using it.
They gotta be coherent enough to know that they can't drive and use the numbers.
Okay.
And that's all maturity. For example, you know, I'm not much of a drinker, but I do like to drink every now and then.
Right.
The only time I drink is when I'm here.
Right, at the house.
At home.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm out, like I had a friend that came to visit us during one of the Raider weekends, and I took them back to the Luxor, and I had a drink while I was there, and I asked the guy to give me one shot, and he gave me a Vegas one shot.
Oh, wow.
Okay, you know what that's like, right?
Yes, sir.
He gave me a Vegas one shot.
Uh-huh.
And I was so tipsy. I was tipsy enough to know, I said, babe, we're gonna be here for at least an hour.
Right.
Because I'm feeling it.
Yeah, gotta let it wear off.
And so I sat there and I went to the sports bar and I watched TV for about an hour. And then once the haze went away, it's okay, babe, we're good. We got in the car and went home.
There you go. There you go, man.
You just got to be aware and know.
All right. We're going to take a few more questions, man, and I'm going to get back to the festivities, man. You know, your boy Shaq having a great time, dog. Like I said, man, don't...
Hey, man, you got to blaze one for the nation.
Yeah, I do got to blaze one for the nation. Straight up. You already know what it is, okay? Straight up, man. Okay, man, you know, I'm not a cinematographer, but try my best. All right, man. How does a major Raider feel about touchdown Timmy Brown?
Oh, man, I've had a chance to talk with Timmy in Oakland. In fact, I was on the elevator with his kids one game. I think it was the last year that the 2018 season.
Okay.
Timmy Brown's a cool guy, man. He's always been cool. And one of the best receivers we ever had.
Man, one of the best wide receivers ever, man. Who's your favorite receiver out of all of them?
Oh, my God, man.
It's a lot to choose from.
Woo!
A lot to choose.
I can't be biased.
A lot to choose.
But I got to be honest. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the guys that I've actually met. So I would have to say Fred Biletnikoff, Timmy Brown, and Murray Fernandez.
Okay.
I've met all those guys.
Right.
You know, in fact, when we were in Oakland the last season, I went down to get something to eat for my wife, and Fred was sitting at the counter, and somebody had just finished talking to him, and he just started talking to me because I was standing there.
Right.
I'm like, you can't make this stuff up. These guys are so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about down to earth. They're not stuck up.
Right.
They're not full of themselves.
Right.
They're very approachable, and you know, if you got the right attitude, you know, you just might make a friend.
There you go.
You know, all the guys that I am acquainted with, I have the private numbers.
Right.
I didn't ask for it.
They gave them to you.
They gave them to me.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And that's just the way it is.
Right. You met Al. I mean, you got a chance to meet Al? Al Davis? Yeah.
No, I never got a chance to meet Al. However.
Okay.
His bodyguard in L.A.
Yeah.
The guy that bodyguarded Al Davis when they were in L.A. He was my secondary PT instructor.
Oh, wow. Wow. So you got a lot of stories from him.
Yes.
Now, MD, I just saw a picture of you in MD, Mark Davis. Give us an idea how kind of guy he is.
Mark Davis is very approachable. At least to us, he was. He's a loose guy. He likes to have fun. When I saw him in Oakland, I saw him and said, Mr. Davis, I said, will you take a picture with my wife? And before my wife even realized it, he grabbed him by the waist, pulled him close to him, and I took the picture. Right. That's why she's grinning so big on the picture. Right. Mark is really cool.
You think he gets a bad rap? Or do you think he deserves a lot of the rap he gets?
I think he deserves some of the rap he gets. He's not his father. He is not his father.
Got it.
However, where his father was considered weak. Yeah. If you can say that. Right. Let me put it another way. Where his father had deficiencies. Right. Mark fills those.
Yeah. Business-wise, stuff like that. Yeah.
He's not the ramrod, hard charger or football mind that his father was. But on the business side of it, look what he got.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the greatest thing he's ever done, man. I always say that the Death Star is a Super Bowl. That's a Super Bowl without it being a Super Bowl. I mean, where we played at Oakland, L.A., Oakland again, and now we're here. I mean, that has to account for something. Okay, that definitely has to account for something.
Since you're an Oakland native,
yes, sir.
How do you feel about the fact that Oakland let the team get away 2 times?
Yes.
3 times?
Yes. Well, here's how I feel about it, man. Uh, it's. Yeah, I'll be off in a couple of minutes. We'll be off in a couple of minutes. Yeah, we're gonna go. Okay. Um, it's disappointing because I would love to have the Death Star be in Oakland. I mean, that tailgate that we had there was better than anything you could possibly have.
You will never be duplicated.
It'd never be duplicated because it was in the center and we had all that. I think we had like 500 acres of parking lot, and we could just do whatever we wanted. But go ahead.
4 or 5 hours before the game.
4 or 5 hours, but and just in there, just having a great time, man. But you know, unfortunately, Oakland let a lot of teams down. A's, and also the Warriors as well. And it's just sad that we're not there anymore. But with that being said, bro, I don't miss the amenities, and I don't miss how bad the stadium was. I don't miss the sewer smell. I don't miss the backed up stepping in, you know, all kinds of waste going into the bathroom and messing up your clothes and shoes and all of that. I don't miss that. You know, I miss the atmosphere. I miss the climate. I miss being home, but I don't miss anything outside of that. I don't miss. Okay.
I'm the same way.
All right.
Same way. You know, there was a good chance that if the Raiders had stayed in Oakland, I probably wouldn't even be living here.
Right. You still be in LA.
I'd probably still be in LA.
Right.
But because I'll tell you, it's an 8-hour drive.
Yes.
From here to Oakland.
Yes.
Because I did it one time. I did it right after my wife and I, right after a game in Oakland, we drove all the way out to the lakes.
Okay.
Because we were going to come here and hang out.
Right.
After that weekend.
Right.
And it was an 8-hour drive through Tehachapi.
Right.
There's no shortcut.
Yeah. There's no way.
You either got to go up towards Lake Tahoe and come down.
Right.
Down 40.
Right.
Or you got to come back down
and
to 58.
Yeah, and come across.
And come back up.
Yeah.
Come back up.
Yeah.
If you're driving.
Right. Okay. All right, you guys, man. Give a hand for Major Raider in the house, man. The hospitality.
Raiders!
Yes, sir, bro. Raiders, man. And once again, man, we are at the Team Ellis Raider Resort, man, here in Las Vegas, Nevada, man. And the hospitality's been great. And you know I'm coming back, big bro. You know I'm coming back, man. You know, so don't say I didn't take y'all nowhere, man. We did it. We made it pop off, man. I gave you guys a legendary interview. Make sure you guys go to the Unfiltered store and go pick up the brand new Brock Bowers hoodie. And I'll holler at y'all. Matt Shack Unfiltered. That was a good one. That was really